have one interesting session coming up where we have mystery speakers behind the scene to talk about hot topic. So we will have our discussion about this hot topic, and I would like to invite few speakers who may not show their face as a mystery speakers, and let us go into a discussion about this. So what is the topic about? Okay, you continue. You are the mystery one. I'm not mystery anymore. I keep on appearing.
I am a mystery story number one, and there are few more to be added on to be placed under the spotlight. Okay. Two things that we decided to bring up because unfortunately there was an extremely relevant and very professional speaker supposed to take over this session, but at the last minute, unfortunately, she had a convocation for some urgent matter. She is a teacher in the university, and a very well-loved teacher by her students, and she couldn't attend today. So we are here filling this next 30 minutes with two main topics. One is MPA, and the second one is a topic that I have very close to my heart, as you know, of environment, social, and governance, plus SDG 2030, applied to PropTech and the built environment. So let's start inviting also the other mystery speakers, because I am not the only one. Let me introduce to all of you our next mystery speaker, which is already on stage with me, Miss Angela Q.
Hi.
She is the founder and CEO of eBoss Holdings and Rabhad, or the brand name My Living, a very interesting community solution. Then later she will tell all of you a little bit more about herself. Then the next one is who, Angela?
I think let us invite Wong.
Applied spot shot.
Our secretary, yes, the one behind the scene.
Yes,
a lot of
our man
work
behind the scene, the one that has been making everything has been happening, really happening. Thank you, Wong.
Good morning, everyone.
You,
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to APPS 2022. Hope you enjoyed the session so far.
Absolutely, and hopefully they will also enjoy this surprise session. Mr. Wong is the founder and CEO of Rent Lab, which is the first rental bidding platform, online platform in Malaysia. Very, very interesting. Have a look at it, www.rentlab.com.my. Then we have who?
let us welcome back.
Again, oh my goodness.
You're calling me in? Oh gosh.
No,
I was still in the room. Okay. I was ready for lunch.
You buy two and get three.
Yes, exactly. No, I'm more than happy to participate to fill up this gap, and I hope I can share some interesting knowledge here. Yep.
One first question for all of you, because I cannot see Jason. Jason was also supposed to be with us, but at the last minute he had a meeting. So hopefully he will be able to join us in a short while. Otherwise, we will accompany you to 1 p.m. when we will stop for 1 hour. Now, we have been hearing from Angela before your last session, Frank, a number of good reasons, an appeal to all our audience and speakers and panelists to join Malaysian Proptech Association. Now I want you, Frank, and you, Wong, and again you, Angela, and then I will say mine, give one bombastic reason to join MPA.
Okay.
Each of you, one different, each of us.
Okay. One reason, okay. Let me give you the reason. I give you the anti-reason, okay? Then you'll understand. Competition. Because I remember that Dr. Daniel talked to me about MPA probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I thought, what do I need to do in the same room with all these people that do exactly what I do? or my company does. They're all in PropTech. They all do digital management. So in principle, I thought they're all competitors. But only when you invited me for one of the very first meetings, and I think at that time it was an online meeting, I thought, okay, I got to be here because these people do what I do. But they are also in tech. But we addressing the same clients, but completely with different views, with different solutions. Then in the meantime, I found out from our almost 100 members, there's probably about 100 different solutions to sometimes the same problem, but tackled from a different solution. I give you an example. If you talk about my field, digital post-sales services, you can attack that from the resident's point of view. They can attack that from the property developer's point of view. Completely two different solutions. There's some overlap, but just completely different trains of thoughts. The systems might look the same, but the companies are very different. The message is very different. So from that perspective, I like to work with my competitors. And over the years, we've even become friends with some of them. We have done business together. We acquired some stuff together. So to me, it's been an amazing experience to be part of MPA. So thank you for that. Doctor, we can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
Wong,
doctor means
yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I agree with what Frank said. So actually, once you're in MPA, you see that actually all the different companies, startups here are actually providing different solutions, right? So for my case, come back to my case again. We are a property rental marketplace platform, but we also require other supporting or other collaborations with other services as well. We need tenancy management, we need digital document signings. Our users also looking for other digital solutions. We need payment gateways. So I find that there's a lot of collaboration opportunities within MPA itself. Although some of us might be in the same industry, serving the same customer base, but as what Frank mentioned just now, actually everyone comes in with different solution and different angles of addressing an issue. So I think there's still a lot of rooms for us to work together rather than just fighting for a piece of cake. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Very nice, very well said, Wong. Angela, your turn.
Okay, my reasons are very simple. I have been in MPA for many years, 3 to 4 years. So I stay on. One of the reasons is because PropTech is a pretty special industry where not everyone know what it is about. But in PropTech Association, we talk in same channel, I would say. So people know what are the pain points, and the entrepreneurs here are very aggressive. So when you have a question or issue, you raise and bring up for discussion. Other members who has been there, they will help you with that. So I would say I enjoy a lot being in this family for the past few years. That is why I stay on and I contributed my time. I would say second term as a VP of membership for this MPA, and I keep on serving because I hope we can grow this association to help even more entrepreneurs out there or other business owner who looking for solution or a place to voice up and look for solution, right?
Very right also this. And now let me give you my entrance point. Point one. A industry association as Malaysian Proptech Association is main job scope is voice out the pain point and brand all our members. We have been speaking very loudly during the last 1.5 years. Actually, I have been with the Malaysian Proptech Association for 3.5 years now. Voicing out as much as we can. Point one, we are here, we are alive. We are an association of PropTech and ComTech solution providers. We have been explaining, educating the market about what PropTech and ComTech means. Above all, we have been trying to be different in not keep on calling together all the PropTech specialists, PropTech technology makers, property soft software and hardware producer, and so on, to talk about PropTech, because we all know what PropTech is. We are speaking out to the world. We are pulling in the stakeholder from the market. We are connecting to property manager, property developers, asset manager, planners, architects, construction companies, subcontractors, and much, much more. We are connecting all our members to unbelievable opportunities within Malaysia and globally. Malaysian Proptech Association in the last 3.5 years has been growing exponentially in terms of digital footprint throughout Southeast Asia. There are plenty of people that are getting in touch with us saying, wow, you are the Southeast Asian organization. They say, no, we are Malaysian. Wow, but you are everywhere. Yes, because we want to make sure that everyone knows that exists such a thing as the Malaysian Proptech Association. So after these 4 good reason to why joining, I'm expecting an avalanche because our VP membership, Ms. Angela Q, has been actually feeling a bit short of things to do for the association lately. So we want to make sure that she will be submerged by new application of new members in the next 24 hours. One thing that we want and we have always been doing is to keep the membership with us very, very accessible to everyone. We have very cheap, very low cost, very affordable membership rates for students because we want students from the university to join us. We have a very reasonable, below the 4-digit number, 3-digit only in Malaysian ringgit, membership, and it's not a 999. Let's make it very clear. It's 500 ringgit per year membership fee to become one of our members. And in a scale 1 to 10, if I want to say how much value has been the association giving back, I would say probably I can say between 11 and 12. So make sure you will have a look at our website, www.proptech.org.my, and there will be a small button, call it Join Us. Make sure you click on that because I'm pretty sure you all want to join us. And then you will discover a completely new and different world.
Yeah, Doctor,
Okay.
Okay, good. So, Doctor, just backtrack a bit. So, just for the benefit of the audience, so MPA actually started in 2017. By I think 10 plus of a startup, PropTech startup. Jason was mentioning, MHub was one of them, and then 10 more other startups. So now, as we grew from actually 30 plus members to 100. Right? If I got the figures correct, right? We are now at 100 members within a short 2.5 years period for the last 2.5 years. So I think this has been a very amazing growth, and I think that's why this is a good testimony to show that the values and the associating with MPA, we continuously, like what Angela mentioned just now, we have events, we have collaboration opportunities. So yeah, this is a very, very supportive platform for all, whether you are in PropTech directly or you are in property related, tech related products and service. I think just now we have a audience, right? Quick, right? His name? Oh, sorry, Karthik. Yeah, he's in a building inspection. Why not? We need your support. We need your services. To incorporate into our services that we provide together. To also boost up this industry. So we welcome everyone.
Absolutely right. And one more thing, Malaysian Proptech Association this year has been invited with a dedicated PropTech pavilion to 2 huge expos. One was in June, end of June, Architects, and the second one was at the end of September, Home Deck, where our members have been able to participate at very much subsidized rates, let me say so. So in a very easy way of saying, teamwork makes the dream work. And next year, we are boiling a soup which looks very much international.
Next
no more
year,
local alone.
yes, I wanted to say next year we're going to Australia, right?
Australia,
No, it's not a joke, yeah.
Australia, UK, and Dubai.
Okay.
These are the 3 destinations that we are looking at for next year.
Good.
For PropTech, not me go there and say hi. No, we bring along as many as possible of our members with a special package and more to find out.
How about Doctor?
Okay.
Would you like to share about the verticals that we have in MPA?
Yes, yes.
So how
definitely.
our audience can fit in?
Yes, we have how many vertical? PropTech as a industry has 4 verticals worldwide. All solutions have been divided between the planning stage of a property development, when planners, surveyors are looking at the land and decide what to propose. Valuers are coming in and giving values. PropTech has a solution in this vertical. Then we have the construction time, when property are constructed from ground zero up to the 80 or 90 or 100 plus floors. Then we have the very important stage of transacting a property, which is related to the primary market for property developer, secondary market for homeowners and agents and property buyers, of course, and the rental, where Mr. Wong's solution is in, and the lease in terms of longer-term rental or short-term stay, a kind of Airbnb solutions. So we have plan, we have construct, we have transact, and then starts the biggest, the longest lifespan of a building, which is the lifetime of a building during which you need to manage this building. Management of a building includes commercial. And when I say commercial, I say office tower, retail shop, retail areas, shopping mall, school, hospital, army camp, airport, harbor, logistics center, warehousing, and I can go ahead for another half an hour with the list, plus all the residential part component. SDG 11, within the Sustainable Development Goals, says sustainable cities and community. And there cannot be sustainability and community building without technology nowadays, because we are all using WhatsApp. We have been all using different sort of communication tools to make sure that everyone can hear our voice and we can easily communicate with all the participants in the same community. And these are the 4 worldwide, globally recognized verticals. Then we have been adding in a few more. The first one is educate. Educate means PropTech educating the public about what PropTech is and how PropTech can help. But it also includes the academia, the university, the colleges, the vocational schools, where PropTech is closely working hand in hand with all these educational institutions to bring information about what PropTech is doing and what PropTech can offer in terms of jobs to young diplomates, to young professionals, to young bachelor or master degree holder in the business world. We are closing the gap, so to say, as we were discussing yesterday during one of the slots. And this is vertical number 5. Then we have been adding in vertical number 6, which is funding. PropTech is connecting funding opportunities from angel investor to VCs, to the road to IPO or the road to the shortcut to spec IPO, to IPO to a spec IPO. We have crowdfunding platforms. We have been participating as judges, as competitors into pitching contests worldwide. And this is vertical number 6. And now we are introducing the vertical number 7, which is titled ESG and SDG 2030. because there cannot be further development of the property, the built environment, without a deep impact in terms of sustainability, in terms of social impact, in terms of environmental impact, and in terms of governance. We all know real estate buildings are the greatest asset in the world. We human beings are spending more than 90% of our time within buildings. Do we want to make this building intelligent? Time to start looking into Proptech solutions. Does this reply in a very long manner?
Yes, very long, but very, very informative and detailed. Yeah.
Okay. And well, I would say that we were supposed to have a short chat about ESG. I don't know if you know that I've been going to school recently. I have become a certified consultant in environmental, social, and governance issues, compliance. And the next week, I will have to go for an exam to become a certified assessor. Because one of the important things that we need all to understand and learn is we cannot keep on talking about sustainability, be sustainable, close the water, consume less energy. Yeah, beautiful things. But we all know the very wise say that you cannot measure what you do not manage. So we need to start managing our expectation and impacts on environment, social, governance, and SDG to be able, at the end of this process, to measure our impact on ESG. This is the way moving forward. And one of the things that I would like to put in the agenda for 2023 is to expand as much as we can the awareness on how MPA and how all our members are impacting ESG and SDG, are impacting the world, are impacting the regenerative practices of our Mother Earth. So we have how many vertical? 7 or 8 now?
7. Or 8 with ESG and SDG, yes, and we have 8. But I think in the end we should stick to our 5 because all the rest could fall under education, right? ESG, SDG is in principle education.
Fully agree. Yeah. I was joking a bit.
Okay, let's keep it simple because 5 fit on one hand, right? So that's
yes, correct.
Yeah. Otherwise, later we need 2 hands.
Okay. And by the way, quite soon, in the next 6 or 7 months, 8 months, we will have an AGM where a new committee will be elected. So we will need to start doing a bit of campaigning from January and February to pull in new forces in the committee. We want new people, we want new committee members, we want young and creative, innovative people who wants to be impactful, not only in the PropTech ecosystem, but in a very much environmental related, social related, and governance related issues. Don't worry, I speak too much, Lara.
But yeah, shall we talk about this ESG stuff? Then I can share some of my thoughts. It's a little bit opposing.
We have 6 minutes left.
We have 6 minutes left, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then shall I share something then? First of all, I do not believe in climate change because, Doctor, you have been studying and I also been studying, but I do not believe in climate change. And it's not that I'm anti-climate change, but I do not believe in what we are doing. I don't believe in the fear that is opposed on us as what's going to happen next, the next doom scenario. We're going to heat up the earth. The earth has been heating up and cooling down for millions of years. But just because we build cities in an area that might have some flooding problems, that it's up to us, then we should put our cities in different places. Right? So I don't really believe in this whole fear. I mean, it's the same. In the 70s, scientists were all agreeing okay, climate scientists, yeah, we're all agreeing that we are entering the new next ice age. That was off the table in the 80s, and then suddenly there is warming of global warming, right? So then he invented that. And to me, this whole thing has become an industry in itself. 45,000 people were in Egypt, Sharm el-Sheikh. Every country in the world sent at least 200 people, 45,000 people were there. And still they can't get it right. Still we're not making an impact. Because that's one of the things that I said yesterday. Yes, our politicians need to be informed well, but also they keep talking but not doing. And that's one of the things that really irritates me most. Now, for instance, we all need to go, I mean, in the end, I truly believe that's a very good thing that we go off fossil fuels. But the fear has been there since the 70s, that's 50 over years, that there's gonna be soon no more fossil fuels. It's not true. In 300 years from now, we still have fossil fuels. And just go and read up on how they produce fossil fuels in Saudi Arabia, where it's just on the surface, how they mine for fossil fuels in the US, and then you check among the largest countries in the world, Russia, how they mine for their fossil fuels. There is no shortage, but we are all made believe that there is a shortage. And I seriously, in all these, and they found that global warming, the next big fear, no more fossil fuels, the next big fear, we all have to go towards electricity, electrical driven cars. Well, to be honest with you, in 25 years from now, we have 10 billion people in this world. Everybody that's walking in this world now wants to have a motorbike. Everybody that has a motorbike today wants to have a car. We don't have enough resources unless we are prepared to cut down all the mountains in the world and to dig the world deep for rare earth to build battery packs for all these people that want an electrical vehicle. It's just not possible.
Yeah,
it's to me. So, and also the SDGs. It's not that I don't believe in the SDGs. I think they're fantastic goals. But do you really know where they come from? Who has driven this narrative?
So Frank, actually you are not anti or you doesn't believe in climate change. You just don't believe in the fear that people is having right now, right?
No, because what we believe, okay, so in principle at this moment, right, when we talk about climate change, everybody thinks about the goals 2030 and 2050, that we have to remain within this 2 degrees of global warming, right? Which is freaking nonsense. To me, it's total nonsense. We as people, if it gets warmer, we take off the jacket, right? And if it gets colder, you put on a jacket. It's just that because we live in climates that are not adapting, we need to be adapting. And I think if we look at the global warming part, we would be better off taking care of this earth. If I see the rubbish that's floating around, the plastics, the everything that's floating around our areas, if we would take care of that first, that would make people aware. It's the education at this moment that is totally missing. So I see
the target of education. I cannot agree more with you.
Right.
My question is, we are all happy using electrical vehicle. How many batteries in electrical vehicle happen?
Massive.
How long these batteries are lasting? What will happen to these batteries when they are exhausted?
Well, okay, this is what
solar panel, renewable energy are everywhere. We started 40 years ago in Europe with solar panels.
Right.
What is the lifespan of a solar panel?
Yeah, about 10 years. But there's recycling. I mean, nowadays there's a lot of recycling going on, which is good. I mean, I don't see it so much in Asia yet, but if I see what's happened in recycling part in Europe, it's pretty amazing. But I give you an example, right? Did you know that one wind turbine contains an electrical motor, right? There's 400 kilos of magnets, which are rare earths. You need to mine something like 50 tons of rare earths to create these. So the numbers are staggering and they just don't add up. So to me, I think we still have a lot of research to do. And but I mean, the narrative on the SDGs, there's a lot of good about it. But if you really look where they came from, because they actually came from the World Economic Forum, and that to me is a totally vicious club of people. Serious.
Are the richest in the world.
They don't have the best interest of all the people in the world.
Yeah, they their own best interest.
Yeah, yes, correct. Yes. They have the
It's the
best
top
interest of the
2%.
top 5% of the world and maybe the top 1% in the world. But in principle, go and read a book from Klaus Schwab, for instance, The Great Reset. Wow. And they're not even shy to put it on paper. It's a bestseller.
Yeah.
They just openly produce it. It's not like it's hidden away. It's in the open.
Yeah. And one thing that I recommend to all before we go for lunch is let's all have a look at how unsustainable are some of the sustainable practices. We need to work backwards first, and then we need to do a jump start and look at the end. What is the outcome?
Yeah.
Cause effect, domino effect is extremely concerning to me. But I agree with you. Before filling up our mouth with big words, let's go back to basic. Don't use plastic, save on water, save on electricity in a measurable manner.
Right.
All right. What if we all reject to use a plastic bag at the supermarket or hypermarket or groceries, for instance? Why government are not stopping the production of plastic bag? I'm just asking this, right? These single-use containers are so polluting. Why we don't stop it?
I mean,
then we force people to go around with the plastic bottle, which is fully recyclable.
We have natural products that can completely replace plastic products like mycelium, which is in principle comes from a mushroom, right? So it's completely organic. It will dissolve in nature. If you put it into nature, it dissolves in days, and it's absolutely 100% organic. So all of that is available, but the plastic industry, again, is an industry, and it should be policies that would stop the plastic industry. And again, if tomorrow Giant, where I normally do my shopping for my milk, tells me I can't buy milk anymore in plastic bottles, I will bring my own. It's okay. But it's all not happening. And that is sad.
I cannot see it happening.
Simple things that every one of us can take, yesterday keep on mentioning stick it, jadi bukit, right? So every small actions actually make good outcomes.
Let's us all make a commitment to start rejecting straw. 2 simple things. Straw, 3. Straw, single use plastic food containers and plastic bag. Right. We say no to these 3. We already contribute a little bit in our manner to the fight against pollution and conservation, better conservation of our resources, natural resources, life underwater and life on Earth.
Another thing that is there's anybody in the room at this moment that is listening. I mean, another thing is just to switch off your lights once in a while. The other day I was staying at a friend's house and they have 3 kids, and the light was on the whole night. Everybody's asleep, and I woke up. I wanted to go in the middle of the night. I go to the toilet, and it's like fully light, the whole house. And I'm like, everybody's asleep. Unbelievable.
Frank, pass by the TRX at 11 p.m. Have a look at that building, the big building that is lighted up like a Christmas tree with a huge logo, white and red and black on top. And that bank, that is a thing that is freaking me out, is talking so much about sustainability, ESG practices, and so on.
But the question...
Switch off the damn light.
But this building, for instance, if you now look at the new KLCC, right? New KLCC, you have this new lighting plan, yeah?
Yeah.
As you know, they can put all the colors up and all this. All the original big white lights, it's not a halogen light, it's like a specifically, I can't remember, natrium lights that they used before, right? They take 3,000 watts or something, one light. It's all LED now. The whole of KLCC probably uses less than your house. It's all LEDs. Unbelievable. One of my friends has installed it. It's freaking unbelievable. How? So I don't know for TRX, maybe also it's the same. That might be all LEDs. We don't know. I mean, it's a brand new building.
Doesn't look like. Pass by, have a look. They look very much as a classic tube light.
Okay. Talking about say no to plastic. This is how it happens in Malaysia when we say, no, I don't want plastic. Then they will say, no, I don't charge you 20 cents. Then I say, I will give you 20 cents for not giving me the plastic.
Exactly.
It's
Yes.
not about the 20 cents. It's
Yes.
like, this is another way of abusing something that is done for good intention, but bad way.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is time for
Okay.
lunch.
Yes, and it's time for some
Today,
videos
the
of
next
all our
session-
members.
Yeah. The next session actually start at 2:30. 1.5 hour break. So please enjoy your lunch and we shall meet you again at 2:30.
All right. See you all
All
later.
right.
Take care
Thank
for
Very
now.
good. See
Bye-bye.
you. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
lunch.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.